Hello, loves. Welcome in. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I read for myself and my collective, and I start with a prayer. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, higher self, those out there willing and wanting to help us on our journey of healing and loving ourselves. We welcome you in and we thank you for the shield of protection that you put around us. We thank you for the clarity and the connection in the message. And we thank you for collecting all negative energy sent our way for us to use as fuel for our purposes later. And we thank you again. This is a general reading. It is a new moon time, so let's see. Let's see what this new moon has for us. I do have the Rebel deck, so if the Rebel deck offends you, you know what to do. What do we need to know, Spirit? You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your crap. It's not everyone else's fault. It is yours. Okay, so there's something you need to take ownership of. What else do we need to know? Get that ugly cry on. Let that issue go. Your soul will thank you. You need a good cry. When you have to take ownership, it does hurt. And you might do a little crying when you realize that you have allowed or done some things that have affected you in a way that you don't really like. One more. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb stuff. You are talented and freaking amazing. Maybe there's something you're supposed to be sharing with the world that you're not. And instead of taking ownership, you're blaming other people or other situations or other things for you not getting it done. Help people, give back, do good things for humanity. Get over yourself and pull your shit together. See, there's something you're supposed to be doing or sharing with the world, and you haven't been getting it done. What do we need to take ownership of? Remember, love, tarot is fluid. It's fluid in time, sex, and gender. So this could be past, present, or future energy. Meaning it could be something that happened already, something that is happening now, or something that will happen in the future. Also, with it being fluid in gender and sex, if you see a man or a woman on the cards, it does not mean that is a man or a woman in your story, or even you. It means that it is someone embodying the energy of that card. Also, what doesn't apply, leave it here. If it doesn't apply, flutter by butterfly, okay? What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to take ownership of? What do we need to take ownership of, Spirit? Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is achievement, recognition, being in the spotlight, having success. So like I said, don't start blaming other people for your lack of success or even your success. Look, the Five of Coins here. Financial hardship, feeling left out in the cold, feeling the struggle. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. You have to find the courage to create whatever the life it is that you desire. This achievement, recognition, being in the spotlight. If you want success, you have to go and get it. You have to go and get it. You have to create it for yourself. If you're in a financial hardship, you have to go seek out avenues to make money. There are so many ways to make money. So many. Is it easy to do so in the beginning? Not necessarily. Do you need a couple resources every now and then? Yes, you do. But you can't blame other people for your lack of success. What is this cry? Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. What do we need to release? An ugly cry is a release. So what do we need to release? Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about embracing change, moving forward, personal power. What more do we need to know with this Two of Wands and releasing? Oh, she is... I said, what do we need to release? And if you look at this picture, she is burning up her marriage certificate. She's cutting it and putting it in the fire. Maybe there's a partnership you need to release. So what do we need to know? Or maybe you need to cry over the fact that you had to end a relationship and you need to move forward. So that you need to cry and mourn that relationship so that you can move forward. One more, Spirit. The Magician, being resourceful, making things happen, manifestations. You have to release so that you can take your energy towards something else. You can use it to manifest the next thing. We have here the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. The King of Swords is making head over heart decisions, being logical, being intelligent. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is curious, clever, and chatty. So this King of Swords energy with... When you allow yourself to cry and release, when you allow yourself to feel your emotions, you're no longer making decisions emotionally, right? You process your emotions, you sit with them, and then you can make head over heart decisions. Then you can be curious and figure out what to do next. But if you are not allowing yourself to feel your feelings, if you don't sit with them and process them and allow them to happen, your emotions and your feelings will control you. They will control your actions, and you won't be able to make logical decisions. The world needs your voice. You need your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. What do we need to be sharing about? What does the world need to hear from us? Okay. The Ace of Swords, new ideas, breakthroughs, realizing the truth. You have some new ideas you need to share. You were able to get through a difficult situation, and now the truth is clear to you. There's something that you learned. What do we need to know about this Ace of Swords? Ace of Cups. Lots of potential. The Ace of Cups talks about new relationships, pure intentions, and joy. So maybe you've learned a lot about relationships. You've learned a lot about love or spirituality. Can we have more on this? Six of Swords is healing. Yeah. Six of Swords is healing, moving on, dropping baggage. And then the Knight of Cups is following your heart. A hopeless romantic, someone who's idealistic. You learned a lot about love. You learned a lot about creativity. You learned a lot about following your heart. And the world needs to know what you learned, right? Because not everyone has... Once you learn something, you can teach it to others. But you don't know what you don't know. So you need someone to teach you it. You need someone to share it with you. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. Get your shit together. Get over yourself. So you've learned a lot, and you may be in a difficult financial position right now. But your success is all based on you. What you decide to do, what actions you decide to take. If you decide to manage your emotions so that you can make head over heart decisions, so that you can make logical decisions, so that you can be curious and move, like the Page of Swords talks about being curious and clever and chatty, being able to talk to people, being able to share what you've learned. help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. All right, how are we supposed to be giving back to humanity? Four of Cups. Apathy, meditation, regret. What do I need to know about this Four of Cups with giving back to the community, giving back to humanity? The Four of Cups also talks about missing out on an opportunity. These are in the reverse. Okay, so I was drawn to the picture, right? The person is drinking. They are 3 shots in and they got a 4th one filled up. We have here the unstable, the unpredictable, the lazy, the hopeless, the bored, the uninspired, the Knight of Coins in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Four of Cups. These are the people you're supposed to be helping. These are the people you're supposed to be motivating. You've been in all of these positions. You've been in this period of regret. You've been in this period of being unstable. Look, you've been in this period of financial dependency, deceitfulness, maybe superficial, being concerned about money. You've been in all these positions, like being over concerned about money. And you've learned through these, you've learned how to manage these things. You've learned how to manage these things. And so when you give back to those people who can't give back to you, your blessings really come. Wow. Stop blaming others for your crap. You gotta take your power back. While there are people who may be doing things to hinder you, right? That of course there are evil people out there. You have to take the reins into your own hands. You gotta find ways to secure your bag, secure your emotions, heal yourself. You gotta be fearless, like the Knight of Wands. Fearless. Be a risk taker. Be a free spirit. You gotta do what it takes to take care of yourself, because no one else will. If you don't do it, no one else will, right? What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know about taking control for our lives, taking control of our lives? What do I need to know, Spirit? 1313 on the timer. What do we need to know about what we need to take ownership of? Sovereignty. Sovereignty. Sovereignty talks about going to a higher power, going to a higher authority, someone who knows more or has more power than you to seek guidance. Excuse me, y'all. I've been fighting that yawn. This is you needing to go to a higher power to figure out what you need to do. What is most important, how you need to get out of the situation. You finding your strength, even within, like even your higher power, your higher self, to get guidance, to figure out what you need to do to find your success, what you need to do to be in the spotlight and get the achievement or success that you're looking for. This ugly cry and let that shit go. Compassion. Be compassionate towards yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself. We also have this solitude card that flipped over. Take some time to cry, right? Take some time to release. Take some time to feel your emotions so that you can be effective, so that you can be mentally stable, so that you can be emotionally stable, and you can make the best decisions for yourself. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Authenticity. Authenticity. It's time for you to share your perspective. We have perspective under the bottom. It's time for you to share what you've learned. It's time for you to teach others. Be authentic about your experiences, because in doing that, people who are living in it won't feel like they're alone. People who are living in it won't feel like this is something that only they are experiencing. They won't feel like it's their fault, even, because if they know that I'm touching to stop blaming others. But as you experience things, you learn how to take ownership for what's yours, and you learn how to take ownership, you not take ownership for what's not yours. You learn how to change your perspective. This perspective card fell out again. You learn how to identify what's yours and what's not. And in sharing what you've learned, other people will be able to recognize what's theirs and what's not. And those in this energy of being unstable, being bored, being uninspired, being financially motivated, and still missing out on opportunities, by you telling your truth about what you've experienced, you help to elevate these people. You help them to realize their position. You help them to realize what part they take in their story. And it helps them elevate. What do we need to know about this? Give back, do good shit for humanity. It helps them elevate. When you realize your part. Boundaries. Boundaries. As you help these people who are in this energy, make sure that you're setting your boundaries. Energetic boundaries, physical boundaries, emotional boundaries. Because people who are in this energy will drain you if they're not ready to do the work. Misery loves company, right? So people who are unstable, financially motivated, and still missing opportunities, bored, uninspired, hopeless, they always want to pull and tag onto the people who have light, the people who have done the work, the people who have done the healing, because they don't know how to get it for themselves. So make sure that while you do need to give to humanity, right? Make sure you're protecting yourself. Self-care messages. Can we have some self-care messages, Spirit? Self-care, self-empowerment, self-love, self-help. What do we need to know? What do we need to know, Spirit, to help us on our journey of helping the people? Be your own first priority, right? Didn't I say that? Set your boundaries. Be your own first priority. Make sure that you are protecting yourself from these energies. Make sure that you are letting yourself feel your emotions. When you need to cry, when you need to feel, when you need to release, do that so that you can be the most effective. You can be the most effective for yourself and others. One more. Spend time with friends. I've been getting this a lot in all the readings. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who replenish you. People who help you remain stable. People who help you remember to take care of yourself. And one more. Beauty ritual. Take care of yourself. Again, this is all about you making sure that you are your first priority. Beauty ritual. When you look good, you feel good. So when you pluck your brows, do your henna, paint your nails, things that make you look good and feel good, it helps you replenish yourself. It also attracts you. Others are attracted to you when you do that, because your spirit is elevated. Your spirit is, when you look good, you feel good. Your spirit is elevated. Alright, loves, if you're new here and you've made it this far, leave me a purple heart down below. But if you've been here before and you are true here, please leave me a blue one. I hope the message helped you a little bit. Don't forget to take ownership of your shit. And as you heal and learn, you need to share that information with the public so that you can help raise the vibration. Make sure you're protecting yourself and putting yourself first, but also, share what you've learned. All right, loves. Peace and blessings.